What is the future of smartphones gonna look like in terms of how manufacturers are gonna make money from smartphones? Because let's face it, the modern smartphones have gotten really good. They gotten so good to the point that the customers, they don't need to change their phones for at least 4 years or 5 years. I mean, apart from battery degradation, which they can replace, and depending on the phone, it's not that expensive. You can keep using your phone for a long time. And sure, you're not gonna get software updates for some of the mid-range phones for a long time, but people don't really mind that. As long as the phone's working, they can do the daily stuff they want to do. They'll be okay with it. So people are gonna be upgrading their phones less and less, especially in the flagship segment, because the year-over-year updates on these phones, they don't seem that incredible and appealing to the point where we actually feel like we have to buy these phones. And they are getting a much longer software update nowadays, so the phone does have a better longevity in terms of software support, and you just have to replace the battery. Now, I also see this as one of two things. Either we move away from smartphones completely and focus on some other product, but I don't really see what that product is yet. I mean, the smartphone form factor is pretty useful. I mean, you can just hold it in your hand. You don't have to wear it on your arm all the time, and you cannot wear a smartwatch that's that bigger display. That's just gonna be too heavy or too inconvenient, even if it's not heavy. And we're a long way away, I feel like, from the futuristic projector watches that we see in the movies. And then there's the VR glasses. Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna be wanting to wear VR glasses all the time. So I don't think that's gonna be the default either. Because let's face it, as great as VR is, they cannot give us the same experience as a physical screen in terms of quality of the images we see and the videos we see. So I feel like smartphones might end up sticking around for a while longer. But I think the way that manufacturers are going to be making money is going to change hugely. Now, basically, I feel like it's going to be end up being a manufacturer is going to end up making money using software, mainly software subscription. I think everything in the phone is going to end up having a software a subscription version above the regular version, and everything else the manufacturer does through the air, through updates or through the cloud or something. I mean, we already see something similar to that happen with the Pixel phones. The Pixel phones, they have an option. I don't know if they still have the option, but they had an option to take a video, upload it in the cloud, and then the video becomes really processed and really great looking. And that could be what manufacturers end up doing. They could provide the base stuff, because they have to provide the base stuff for free. Otherwise, people won't be willing to buy the phones. I mean, if you're paying that much money for a phone, you need all this stuff and to justify the price of purchasing the phone. Unless, of course, you end up making the phones much cheaper and do everything cloud-based. But I don't think they're going to make phones cheaper. They want to keep making money off the phones too. So basically, everything's going to end up being a base something. You have a base editor, a base camera, and you have a software subscription version on top of that, which gives you a lot of these extra features, which are great, but it's not like you have to subscribe to them. That's the balance. You want the subscription services to be interesting enough for you to want it, but not so integral to the usage of the thing that you feel like you're getting cheated if you don't get it for free. That's the balance. And that's the way I feel like it's gonna go. Definitely for the cameras, you're gonna get a good camera, but if you pay extra for subscription, you're gonna be able to access uh, some software over the air or something to allow you to make the videos and photos even better, or maybe even do it while you're using the phone, live or something. If the connection's good enough, that could be a good way. And we do kind of see that it's a similar thing with softwares that we see in these phones, like Spotify. The base Spotify app, you can play music and it's usable, but there are ads that show up every now and then. But if you pay for the premium versions, you don't have to deal with ads at all. But honestly, the main benefit you're getting is ads, and that's not integral to what we want. I mean, what to get rid of. That's not something everyone's gonna be willing to pay extra money because you're not getting some super feature or something. Now, if it becomes a situation where along with the audio you also get the video, high quality video of the song too, then that could be different. And I don't know, maybe some other extra features or something. But yeah, this could be a way to do it. And we do see this with some editing software. A lot of the some editing softwares on phones, you have a lot of features, the some of the basic minimum features that you need, but some of the extra features that you might want, it's subscription based, and the model does work. And think about it: if you buy a phone these days, you're gonna be using for what, 4 years at least, as long as there's something on the battery. And how many phones can one individual, the average consumer, actually buy over their lifetime? 15, 20 phones. Yeah, so there's a limit how much money a manufacturer can get from a customer. But the thing with subscription is you can make them pay for the subscription yearly. So basically, instead of 15 or 20 times that you get money for the consumer, you can get money from the consumer for the rest of their life. If you think about it, till the for the entire lifespan from when they actually use the phone, you can keep getting money from them yearly, and you can get money for different stuff yearly, and that's a great business model to think about. And sure, for the consumer, it's not great. We're paying annually for a lot of stuff. We're paying a lot of money for this stuff and that stuff. But from a business standpoint, yeah, I feel like this is gonna be the future, and this is where they're gonna be heading with all this. And I feel like, um, well, I don't know what to feel about it. I mean, as a consumer, it's not great, but as a manufacturer, it seems like a great choice, and it feels like somewhat of an inevitable future because, I mean, how much can they do with the hardware? They're reaching the limit to how much they can do with the hardware, and manufacturers need to keep making money, so they're probably gonna end up going this direction, and it is what it is. So